Welcome to Virginia.
You know what it is. Welcome to Virginia Podcast. We're going to get right into it. How you doing today, my brother?
I'm doing all right, man. How about yourself?
Doing pretty good. I'm glad that you invited us here to your humble abode in the Secret Location Studios.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? You got looking good in here. The vibe is right. You can tell it goes down in here. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Definitely feeling that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know a lot about you, so I was looking forward to this interview so I could get to know who you are as an artist. But like I always tell people, I like to start at the beginning. So I would like to know, you know what I'm saying, how you grew up and stuff like that. Like, how was your childhood and things of that nature?
You know what I'm saying? Childhood was all right. You know, it was a little rough at the household. You know, we had, it's like drugs in the household and stuff like that. Kind of, grew up, it was a little rough and shit, but not as rough as it could be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed to be where I'm at, and I'm blessed to have the childhood I did have, because I know it could have been a lot worse.
You had both parents?
Yeah, both parents was in the household for the most part.
Brothers and sisters?
Yeah, brothers and sisters and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
How many brothers?
So I had a brother living with me and a sister, and she moved out kind of young. And then I also have two half-brothers, you know what I'm saying? One of them already passed away, rest in peace, Matt. And then I got my other brother, Johnny, he out in Alaska.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so we didn't really know the other two brothers, though. So, you know what I'm saying? So they kind of like bounced, out of the crib young. Mm-hmm. And then my sister, she left young, too. So it was kind of wild, you know what I mean? So we all had like brothers and sisters, but we wasn't locked in. Like, I remember seeing a lot of families move around, how they would move. They got cousins and brothers and sisters, and they just got like that family thing. We didn't really have that too much, you know what I'm saying?
And you grew up in Stanton?
Yeah, we grew up in Stanton. We're from like up North Virginia and stuff. I think my pops, he said like Southeast DC, Manassas areas where I was born, and then we came down here I think when I was like 5, 6. So yeah, I grew up around this area.
How were you in school? What kind of kid was you in school?
A knucklehead. You know, yeah. I mean, yeah. Just, you know what I'm saying? School was rough. I ain't gonna lie to you. School was rough for me just because I had a lot going on as a kid at home that I didn't understand. And so when I was coming to school, I'm like wearing the same stuff every day.
Yeah.
Like from 6th grade all the way up to 9th grade before I had left school, it was real rough just because, yeah, man. You got that stuff going on at the crib and you try to come to school and...
Don't work that way.
No, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like... Ain't nobody trying to see what's talking about this at school if everything is screwed up at home.
Yeah, man. So I was just wilding out, probably seeking for attention in some places and just, yeah, man.
All right. So what were some of your musical influences early on?
Musical influences, man. I fell in love with like a lot of wicked rap when I was younger. Like that underground, grimy, like Tech Nine, Twisted, like these people that are just just crazy on the mic.
That makes a lot of sense. Your flow is crazy. Like I told him, I love his flow because can't a lot of people do that. I was telling him that's the way I like started out rapping because that's kind of what I grew up on, like the Bone and the Twister and like that machine gun rap. I call it the machine gun rap. That rapid flow. Like I love that shit, man.
No doubt.
And it goes great when you got when you do a collaboration with somebody that can spit, and then you come out of nowhere with that machine, blah, like right behind, like this shit, it flows so dope. And
just slide up in there and can skip them words every now and then. Yeah, it's pretty dope.
That's really dope. So, when did you actually start rapping?
I started rapping probably like when I was in 6th grade or so, like really diving in and grabbing the pen and writing consistently by 7th grade for sure. And at the time, it was just like whatever, man. Like the first song I ever wrote, it was over, if you know the Outkast album, Speaker Box.
Or
the intro to that album, it's just instrumentals. If you listen to the album, it's just a crazy ass instrumental. So we heard that and I was like, there's the beat. You know what I mean? And so we started writing over top of it, and it was me and my homie Blake in his basement. And then, yeah, man, after that we was like, I'm gonna write my own song. I'm gonna find my own beat.
Word. So, all right. So, when did you first decide this is what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be a rapper. Like I love this. This is what I'm gonna do.
It was instant.
For real?
It was instant. Like it didn't grow. It was literally like one day I was playing around with it in 6th grade, 7th grade, and then the next thing you know, it was every day.
Word.
Cause moms they're going through this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
brother and sister, they're like bounced out the crib, so I'm like by myself for the most part. Parents, they'll be taking trips up to DC, just kind of leaving. So I'm like this 12-year-old kid, you know what I'm saying, in this crib, taking myself to school. Like I'm pretty much living on my own at this point, right? Just kind of, they check in and we do our thing as a family, but for the most part, bro, I was just writing. It was instant. I fell in love with music so quick. It was like everything to me. Damn. That shit scooped me off my feet and kept me alive.
You remember recording for the first time?
Yeah, man. The first time I ever recorded was on a box. So my boy Blake, he got into the music with me, right? His mom finds out that he's doing music and she thought it was a cute thing. She's like, oh, you like music? Bought him this little box from Walmart or something, and it was like a little box and it had a tape player in it. And it had a circle on top of it and it said Mike.
Word.
So so what we would do is we would find a beat, play it through a speaker, put that box right beside it, and you would have to rap that shit just right because it was on a tape. And I'll never forget, not to get off subject, but I'll never forget finishing our first tape together. And we were sitting there like, bro, how do you duplicate a tape?
Oh, yeah.
And so me and my homie was like, fuck, we have to do this shit perfect every single time, every tape. So look, by the 10th tape, we was done. We was like, bro, I'll skateboard or something else, bro.
Oh, my God.
We gonna be in here forever. How you sell 50,000 tapes? Like, you know what I mean?
Yo,
I'll never forget that moment. We was looking at each other like...
See, I thought y'all was going to have to do the rhyme every time.
Single time. We got to the 10th tape. I'm like, this shit don't even sound the same.
Oh,
like,
my God. Y'all made 10 different songs.
Like, you forgot that one part. We got to redo the whole joint.
Oh, my God.
Shout out to homie Blake, man. That shit was wild.
That is crazy. So, tell me about the whole movement you got going now.
Premium Product, man. Shout out to team. Yo, so... Premium Product came along. I had an old crew called Different Records Productions way before Premium Product was ever born. Mm-hmm. That was with Blake and all the homies. That kind of crashed, you know what I'm saying? Won't even go into details, but it crashed, and I went off on a venture as a solo artist to kind of see, like, do you want it or not? You know what I'm saying? Because now I don't have no homies. Now I don't got no flex. You either want it or you don't. And so I went on, like, this, like, 2-year, 3-year run where I was, like, by myself, just kind of experimenting, going to these shows by myself, pulling up dolo. I had lost my engineer, bought a microphone, built my own studio, you know, piece by piece, and I met Creep at Ply Gym. This is the place I used to work. And so I'm like, I'm walking out to take break, and I see this dude, he got dreads and shit, he's sitting there writing. Now, the job I was doing, that shit'll have you, like, wired up. Just because it's work, you know what I'm saying? You in that bitch grinding. And so I'm all wired up and shit. I probably got an attitude or something. And I walk out and I see this dude sitting there writing. And I'm just like a dick about it. I'm like, what, you rapping? And Creep look at me and he look up and shit. And he's like, yeah, I am, matter of fact. I'm like, let me hear something then. He started rapping and I was like, oh, this boy fire, right?
Yeah.
So I show him my shit. We instantly lock in, right? Become homies and shit. We start spitting to each other. Well, I start going home, and every day I start thinking about her crew again. And I'm like, man, I think I'm going to build a team.
Yeah.
I start talking to baby girl about it at nighttime. Like, yo, I think I want to build a team. I want to build a team again. I think I can do it.
Word.
During that little 2-year run or 3-year run where I was by myself, I had to learn how to record myself, become an engineer. I had to learn the whole game behind writing music.
Yeah.
I had to learn that there was a whole nother game. There's a whole lot of, me and my homies call it unsexy work. There's a whole lot of unsexy work that you got to do to make this shit crank.
I can relate to that.
So anyways, fast forward, I reach out to Creep, and I'm like, bro, come on, man, let's build a team. Let's do this shit. Like, I started, like, bringing them under my wing. I didn't really tell them about the team, but I started putting them on the shows. Just random shit. Getting them on songs. Teaching them about knowledge. Like, what you know about distribution. How you know about royalties. How you going to get paid from this. You making a dope song, I would pick his brain.
Yeah.
Because before I got too invested, I want to make sure that people are going to work. Because I already had this shit fall apart once. So Creep lock in with me. Meanwhile, shout out K Vaughn, man, Queen City Vaughn, that's my fucking brother.
Shout out Vaughn.
Yo, already, I'm talking to him, he locked up and shit at the time. He's finishing, he's at the ass end of 5-year bid. And I'm talking to him, and I got this microphone in my hand. I got relationship building with Creep, and I'm like, bro, I'm building something. I'm gonna learn how to become an engineer. I'm gonna learn this shit, and when you get out, we gonna do this shit.
Word.
And when he got out, he came straight to my crib and we did that shit.
Yeah, he been grinding ever since he got out. That's for sure.
Yeah, and so we got Kayvon. Once he got out, he locked in and shit. We started figuring out his sound as an artist, diving into that. We're still working on Creep shit. Shout out Jimmy G Shy.
Word.
Yes, sir, the one and only. So this boy pull up on me. Now, me and him had done music, I say, before Jalil had got out and shit. So by the time Jimmy G came back around, like I think he had moved or something, but he had came back around and he was like, "What's up with his music?" I was like, "Come on, man, you already know." So once Jimmy G Shy came on, that's when it was like, bro, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
We got a team. Like, it was slowly building, but once Jimmy locked in and we looked around and all of us was looking at each other, like, we all different.
That's what I was going to say. What's dope about it to me is that y'all all bring something different to the table. Because sometimes you see a lot of groups get together and they're all basically the same person. You know what I'm saying? When I hear y'all on a track, y'all all are contributing to something that brings it all together. Like, and when you have a group and a team like that, the audience can all appreciate something different from them.
Right.
Like, I always told people, like, when I was on the team with other people, I was like, this motherfucker might not like me at all, but he fuck with you so hard that he gonna buy the record anyway.
Yep.
That's what's so dope about it. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna
we
rock
all
with
get,
my set.
I get to benefit because he loves you, or you get to benefit because he loves me, or somebody might love all of us, but it might not always be that way. But
Facts.
Having a strong team just benefits you in that way. So yeah, I can definitely dig it.
No doubt. Yeah, man. They all contributed to me becoming the engineer I am now. Like, all of them let me guinea pig and work with them. Like, a lot of the artists that came on the premium product, like, they had a sound. They was rapping motherfuckers, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't really know exactly, like, they had something, but they're like, man, I just want to be something different. Like, I don't know how to mold that. And so we got to work.
Yeah.
And now it's like, when I hit play on Jimmy G Shy shit, I'm like, what the fuck? Then I go to Kayvon and I'm like, come on, man. Then you go to Creep and it's like everybody's getting their polished.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Polishing their own particular sound. See, that's what a whole lot of people don't understand when they start becoming a rapper, is that a whole lot of people can rap. But don't everybody have you have to find what's you and what makes you who you are as a rapper.
Yep.
Because anybody can string a bunch of fucking lines together.
Yeah.
But you have to be able to create something that separates you from the next person and make people be like, damn, you hear that one shit right there that he did? Like, it's gotta be something that separates you from the rest.
Yeah.
And y'all are definitely in that pocket, and with y'all being able to create avenues to do shows and things like that, I feel like if y'all keep grinding in that area, it's definitely gonna blossom, because that's what you have to do. You just gotta keep marketing, doing shows, keep pushing your product out there. Like, I just think it's dope, and I'm here for it.
No doubt. But yeah, so once shit, that's love. But yeah, once Jimmy G Shy came on, we all kind of rocked for a little bit, and then the newest addition to the team has been the Illusionists. They're a band.
Uh-huh.
They do like metal. I'm not exactly sure if that's their only genre, because they're so funky. They do so much shit. Like, I'll go over there and they'll just be practicing random stuff, man.
Ain't nothing like a live band,
bro. And they kind of brought it to me. They were like, "Yo, what y'all think about live bands?"
That's
and I'm like,
best.
"Yeah, hip hop. What you mean?
That's
Like,
the best.
Bring them instruments. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got the saxophone in here. I'm trying, whatever. Like, let's get busy." But yeah, the Illusionists reached out, and they're super talented, and so now it's like we got the rap shit covered with all the different sounds. You know what I'm saying? I got like this fast rap, wicked shit going on. Kayvon's got his own thing, Creep, Jimmy G Shy. Now we got a band on deck. I'm like, man. So yeah, man, it's definitely been an uphill grind, bro, and it ain't been easy, but here we are.
Word. So what y'all got coming up next then?
Man, everything. So all of us are dropping consistently. Right now, I think every artist in Premium is on like a 3-week thing. Like, every 3 weeks you can drop, no matter what.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the Illusionist, they're kicking the rapper's ass right now in Premium Product, because, them boys is booked.
Yeah.
Booked out. Every time I get on Facebook, the guitarist will hit me up. He's like, "You mind sharing this to the page?" I'm like, "Damn, boy, get that work."
Well,
like,
you know how to play an instrument, you can get some gigs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and they're nice with it, man. So yeah, it's been dope. But yeah, what we got going on, I can't really speak for the other artists too much, just on the promo marketing aspect. Like, I don't know if I don't want to leak none of their ideas.
Word.
But I know they got a lot of shit coming.
Okay.
And you know, I got my hands involved with a lot of it with them. Me as an artist, I got an album coming out. It's called Soul for Sale. This is the first time anybody's heard me speak of it right here and now. So
we got the exclusive, y'all.
We got the exclusive. You know what I'm talking about? So Ghostly in here. So yeah, I got the Soul for Sale album coming out. I got a pile of music videos for y'all coming out. They already on private, ready to rock. I got a documentary coming out. I got a lot of shit coming out. I think you know, I hate to I don't like putting stuff in the air just because I'm a weirdo. I be overthinking stuff, but yo, I really think this is gonna be a powerful year for me as an artist.
Put it in the atmosphere. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, bro.
Before it comes true, you gotta make it. You gotta say it. That's how it comes true. Nah, don't ever hold back on that. We was just doing that in the car.
Yeah, it's about to get crazy, man. They always said, I had a lot of people tell me, they're like, yo, when it starts clicking, it's gonna move so fast, you're not gonna know what's happening. And I feel like that's what it feels like right now. It feels like I got so much shit going on that I'm like, it's almost to the point where the machine's on autopilot.
That's what's up.
Where I can let my hands off for a second and let it cruise, and then get back to it. You know what I'm saying?
See, the thing I like about y'all is y'all actually putting in the work. Y'all actually grinding. And like you saying, some of that work ain't sexy, but you doing that because that's what it takes.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people think they can just stand behind that microphone and rap and then wait on people to love them and make some money off of it. Yeah. It don't work that way.
Yeah, man.
People ain't gonna pay attention to you, more or less. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna acknowledge you for a long time. You know what I'm saying? You got to build all of that
even
up.
after you do the work.
Exactly.
That's the part too. Is I be trying to tell people yo, sometimes you gotta dump a whole lot of hours and a whole lot of money into this,
and nothing's gonna come from it.
And you won't get a notification on your phone or nothing. You gonna be sitting there oh.
That's where a lot of people stop. A lot of people
don't take it. Yeah,
a lot of people think they're already here, and once they get that realization that don't nobody give a fuck yet, they're like, well, damn, maybe I ain't got it. But you don't stop there. You got to keep going.
It takes time, man.
Word.
It just takes time, and it's the marathon, bro. It's the marathon race. I be talking to people that be telling me they want to quit rap. I'm like, okay, but for what? You know what I'm saying? What are you quitting for? Is it because you don't want to be an artist anymore? Cool, don't do that then. Yeah. But if you're an artist inside and this is what you do, you create, that's how you breathe, then keep going, bro. What are you doing? Get back to it.
Word. Well, is there anything else you want to tell the people before we wrap it up?
Shit, man. I'm Tso Ghostly from Queen City, Virginia, man. 2 Up, 2 Down. I'm an artist and audio engineer, man, and Premium Products. Shout out my team. Let's get this work.
We definitely gonna get this work. He finna do some shit for me too. I'm finna come in this booth and rock it on some auto-tune shit, cause y'all ain't never heard that from me before.
Yeah, man.
Guilty plug. I'm sorry I had to do that. But yo, I appreciate the time, man. It was good get to know a little bit about you.
All day.
Definitely looking forward to working with you and seeing the things you got coming in the future.
Yeah, man.
Until then, this has been Jim Cat, my homie Todd over there, doing this thing. Welcome to Virginia Podcast with my boy Tso Ghostly. We out.
There we go.
Yeah, that's dope, man. It's good to see y'all moving like that.
Here's all to talk about. Fake shit, we stomp it out. Promise about my profit. If you owe me, you ain't walking out. Clientele bugging, hold up. Now what they talking about? The conversation better be all about money. I need it inside of my pockets. Bulging the verses. Sick and I never feel better. So one of the weather we cold it. Those occurs. Sipping and nipping it, but with the bullshit, pitch black. And my soul is burst. Gang star with my